Alright guys, what's going on? What's going on? I am wore out. I have been, Lord, I've been on the road all day. So, um, that's another video. But I was going to talk about something, but something else caught my attention today. So I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about something else instead, involving the Summer Wells case. It's my understanding that I didn't know Candace was working, guys. Apparently Candace has a job and is working. Chatter is people are trying to get her fired or something like that. But that's really not what I'm concerned about. When I heard that Candace has a job, I was like, why would she's never had a job as far as I know. I mean, not much, working for the circus or the carnival or what was it? Carnival. Working with Dawn, but I guess she's got like a job on her own, and that really made me get to thinking, guys. Why does Candace have a job when she's never really had one? Okay. I think I know why. I think she has a job, and in my opinion, this is my opinion, I think she's got a job to satisfy the courts. So in me saying that, makes me wonder, have Dawn and Candace lost custody of the boys? Or is this basically the state told them, it's our way or the highway? And maybe gave them a deadline, and maybe they're like, okay, we can't, we don't want to take the highway because that's the highway to hell. I mean, highway to, not hell, but highway to jail. That's what I was wanting to say. It's not the highway to hell, it's the highway to jail. But it's concerning because if Candace is getting a job and holding down a job to satisfy family court, then that tells me there's a chance they could get them boys back. Disturbing. Not unless she's got a job for other reasons, a lot of times if you get in trouble and they put you on probation, a lot of times they require you to work. But as far as I know, I checked, and I don't see Candace, on anything with the state or anything like that. So that makes me wonder, is she doing this for family court to get the boys back, to satisfy CPS? Kind of disturbing, guys. What if they get the boys back? We all know that, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. We all know that the investigations at a standstill with summer. Everybody keeps saying that, if the boys had talked, that somebody would have been arrested by now. My theory is, if Dawn and Candace are definitely involved in Summer's disappearance, and they had 4 or 5 months to plan this out, like Dawn said he knew something was going to happen to Summer 4 to 5 months before it did. So maybe the boys weren't in the plan. Maybe they didn't know what was going to happen to Summer when it happened to Summer. They may honestly not know nothing because they were not told anything about what was going to happen or anything like that. They honestly may not know. Could they be getting one of the boys back, 2 of the boys back? Who knows? But I do find it strange that Candace does have a job. I care less if people are trying to get her fired. That's just a that's a whole nother thing I'm not going to get involved with. Hell, I didn't even know she could hold down a job myself. But again, if it's required by the courts, if it's our way or the highway, yeah, I can see her getting one to avoid jail. So what do you guys think? What do you think? I had no idea Candace had a job. But again, I care less if people are trying to get her fired. That's none of my business. And people say, well, it's probably none of your business about their kids anyway. Yeah, it is. See, I live in Tennessee. And, my tax dollars have been going to take care of those kids. So I kind of do got to say so in this. Everybody, pretty much, that lives in the state of Tennessee has a say so in this. Anybody that's an advocate against child abuse, neglect, has a say so in this. When I got that email saying that this girl witnessed Candace allegedly backhanding Summer in the back of the car one day, and then you hear the story about, the boys being pulled out of the pool and making them lay down on hot pavement in the middle of summertime. And then, Summer goes missing. Right in the middle of a possible CPS investigation. Yeah. My thing is, though, what's going on here, guys? What's going on here? Because I just assumed as long as Summer's missing, they probably wouldn't get the boys back. But then again, like Dawn said, hey, where's the charges? Right? Where's the charges? What's going on between CPS and Dawn and Candace? It's kind of disturbing, if you ask me. Because in my opinion, see, what if they're just doing this to satisfy the courts? And then once they get their way, they go back to their old ways. There's been several instances in the last 2.5 years where the boys have been gone and You know, I've heard things, especially from Candace, where I would question the boys even being over there because of people coming to visit Dawn, violent people coming to visit Dawn up there. How would that play out? These kids come out of foster care. They get put back in Candace's and Dawn's care, and then these violent people start coming back around these kids. How's that going to play out? You know, I'm a little uneasy about it. I'm getting a bad feeling about all this, guys. I'm getting a really bad feeling about all this. I mean, it's the state. I mean, I'm telling you, if the decision's made to let them have them back and something happens, right? I wouldn't want that on my shoulders. Anyway, that's what's on my mind today about the Summer Wells case, guys. That's what's on my mind about it. Do you think Summer will come back soon? There's been some statements made recently that maybe some of the insiders or an insider would find Summer alive and bring her back or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do y'all think about it? Did y'all know Candace had a job? I didn't know she had a job. Is it a job to satisfy the family court, the CPS? And if it does satisfy the family court and CPS, then what? What happens from there? Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. I'll see you on the next video.